Welcome to the CBVA Hall of Fame Class of 2023 inductees, which include Jake Gibb, Nicole Brenna, Stein Mesgard, and the legendary voice 2 decades with the AVP and beach volleyball world, Sam Lagena.
Whose house?
Joining us here all evening long, I'm Victoria Dennis, brought to you by Manhattan Beach Studios. Make sure to stick around because we're getting some pretty good interviews here, so stay tuned. All right, well, somebody that doesn't need an introduction here with me, Jake Gibb. Okay, so you didn't start playing beach volleyball until you were 21. Untrue. Yeah. Oh, do tell.
That's for some reason got out there, and I don't know why. So I started playing my senior year in high school. Now, the reason that got out there, I played for about 6 weeks my senior year of high school, and then I went on a Mormon mission until I was 21. And so then at 21, I really started playing. But yes, my senior year of high school, I played for about 6 weeks.
Okay, so that counts. Yeah. That definitely counts.
All right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you played with your brother.
I played with my twin brother. We played in a B tournament. We took second. We got a cooler for that. It was a big deal.
That is a big deal. I mean, coolers are a necessity in this line of work. Yes. Okay, and rattling off, you're the youngest of 11 children. Your middle name is Spiker, your mom's maiden name. All boys have this middle name.
Yes. So yeah, it's my mom's maiden name. So Grandma Spiker, she was a real peach, about 5-footer. She was really mean. God bless her. Rest in peace. But yeah, Spiker's a family name. So my family has, like, as far as like volleyball IQ goes, they have 0. Like they don't even know about it. They don't talk about it. Even 20 years of playing professionally, they don't know anything about it. So Spiker's family name, nothing to do with volleyball.
But kind of, it's like the stars aligned there a little bit.
It's a little like Tim Duncan, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, next up, so you've had a few partners. Some of those are Casey Patterson, Sean Rosenthal, Stein Mesgard, who's going to be here, Taylor Crabb, Tribe-born, 43 open victories. In 2012 with Sean Rosenthal, FIVB Team of the Year and Tour Champion. Walk us through, I mean, we can't cover everything. You got a lot of people to see here. But in 2012 with Sean Rosenthal, FIVB Team of the Year and Tour Champion, what stands out in 2012 with Sean?
I mean, we were the #1 team in the world, which is crazy. What stands out is the 2 Grand Slam wins we got, which were massive. One to qualify for the Olympics, like literally came down to the final event. We won that tournament. We beat the Brazilians in the final. And then Payne comes in there too, because we took 5th in the Olympics. And we were, I think, the hottest team going into it. So there's, happies and sads. But that's it's part of the sport. But yeah, we had an amazing 7 years together, me and Sean. And 2012 kind of capped it off as a number 1 team in the world. It's actually hard to even say that. It feels weird, but it's pretty cool.
Well, for us mortals over here, it is not weird at all to hear that coming from you or anybody else. A 4-time Olympian, super casual, just 4 times. That's fine. Given that you've been to 4 Olympic Games, you get asked, oh, what's your favorite Olympics? And, it's kind of hard to choose. But what, in general, overall, does it mean to represent the USA?
It's hard to describe in words. Until it's hard to even understand it until, like, for me, walking into my first Olympics, walking into the tunnel to go into the stadium for opening ceremonies, and you have 500 USA athletes starting to chant USA, USA, and like I got the chills just saying it because it was overwhelming to me. It was this moment, and then you walk out into what was called the spider web, and it's just an incredible honor, to say the least.
What for you is the culture of beach volleyball?
The culture of beach volleyball for me is family and friends, and it's I think it's come to a place where it's not cliquish. Like it's community. People know each other. It's where you want to hang out all day. You want to play a couple games, but then just hang out. And it's just a fun culture. Like there's no, I mean, in the world that I've seen, there's no like, there's not a ton of like backstabbing. There's just like open arms, like come, if you want to do this, you might want to think it through first, but then if you want to do it, yeah, you're welcome in. So.
And what makes it just so unique, I mean, around the world, yes, we see the AVP here stateside, but as you know, beach volleyball around the world, a lot of eyes, millions of eyes watching the sport. Why is it so captivating?
Why do you think?
That's a good question. Throw it right back. I mean, I think it goes back to the culture, right? At the end of the day, it's the culture and the people that play the sport, and they bleed it. I mean, to make it, it's a road dog lifestyle. And I tried my AVP stint for a few years and I grinded that road dog life. So I think everybody respects each other because of that grind.
Yeah, the better question is why is it so much better in person than it is on TV? I wish we could somehow figure out a way for people to see the athleticism at the net. Like a lot of the slow-mo stuff like helps with that. But I think in person people, and once they start walking through the sand, trudging through it, and then they get to your court and they see what you can do in that sand, it's really almost overwhelming. People are really taken aback. So I think that's what grows the sport more than anything is people when we get them to the event, because it's so cool and it's so captivating. And also you're right next to the athletes. Like it's like we're super accessible, and I think it's unique that way.
Where do you see the future of beach volleyball?
Well, I think it's going to grow worldwide for sure. Like in all sorts of countries, it just keeps growing, keep getting bigger and bigger. Here in the U.S., it's such a unique situation in that in the 90s we had this massive uptick, right? And it was massive, and everybody's trying to get back to where that was, and they all want to talk about that. But we're still in a good place. In the U.S. we run the best tour in the world, the AVP. It's the best tour in the world. It's the best domestic tour in the world. Nobody else can even touch us. So we have to kind of realize that I think we're in a really good place, and the growth is we have some amazing athletes right now. Like I look at my ex-partner Taylor Crabb, Trevor Crabb, like that whole group that's coming up, like Benish and Partain and Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes winning world championships. Like how does it not grow from here? Like the women's side, you have NCAA and where that's going, and the youth program. Like I see it growing and getting bigger and stronger, and I would be shocked if anybody says otherwise.
What's your take on this upcoming Olympic Games?
How so? What do you want to know about it?
I want to know your thoughts on the top athletes competing, who you think might be battling for those medals up there.
In the U.S. or in the world?
In the world.
Well, I think Andy and Miles have a chance at medaling. Like, I think they have a real chance. I think the way they're playing the game, I just played in a four-man with him, and I love their mentality. They have a learning mindset, and they're stud athletes. So I think they have a real chance at medaling. I think on the women's side, Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes, they're the team to beat. They just won world championships, so how can you argue that? So that's exciting to have a team outside of. The women have always been great, but to have a new team and new energy, and Sarah Hughes for it to be her first Olympics, super exciting. So I think we have medal contenders. I mean, it's in a big way. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And what's next for Jake Gibb here? We got the family in the house, some kiddos. Are the kiddos playing some volleyball, soccer? What's going on?
Yeah, my son Crosby is 12. He was just playing in the Manhattan Beach AVP West Coast Championships. So he's already told me, Dad, I'm going to play pro. I'm like, bud, like you're raised in a world that like it seems very easy, but it's not exactly that way. So we got to have a backup plan here. But my son loves volleyball. My daughter's just starting to play. They're 12 and 9. So we're just getting going in that world.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That's fun.